Hey folks, it's Jake here at Canadian Cutting Edge, and today we're taking a look. This is the Convoy S2 Plus SST40. Now this is different than the other S2 Pluses by Convoy. I really wish they'd come up with a different name for this flashlight because it's quite a bit different. This thing's 1800 lumens, whereas the regular S2 Pluses are like less than, well, about half that. 900 lumens, give or take a little bit. So 1800 lumens, and it's a very straightforward flashlight. It doesn't have two different sets of features, so you don't have to learn a little trick to get it to go between the different sets. It's just got one set, and that set is ultra low, low, medium, high. And that's it. Steady on those four, and very easy to go through it. No SOS, no strobe, no stuff like that at all. It's just a very straightforward, high-intensity light. And so let's take a good look at it. I got mine from gearbest.com, and I've got links down below for that store. And, you know, they're available in a lot of places, but GearBest is where this one's from. So let's go to the tabletop and take a good look at it. Okay, so here you go. Here's the flashlight. Let's take it apart to show you all the different parts of it. Here's the tail cap. It's got a lanyard with it. You can see the nice contacts in there. Well made. They've got soldering to solder the parts together. And the wire comes up the center to the spring right at the top and gets soldered on there. It's well made, well constructed. This is a budget flashlight, by the way, so it's a good price. It's on sale right now for $15.99. That's US dollars, which is about $21.40 Canadian, about 13.15 British pounds, and about 14.64 euros. Center tube, so that's nothing fancy really there. And then you got the contacts on the other end. We've got that SST40 LED in there, and that's how we can get the high lumens, the 1800 lumens out of that. That's a really good LED. If you're looking at different flashlights, Convoy's got about 7 different flashlights at GearBest that use the SST40, and it provides a lot of good light. This one's at the 5000K. You can also get it at like about 6500K. 5000K is a good, nice, warm white color, as you'll see when you see the outdoor visuals in a little while. The lens here is, or the reflector in there is a highly polished reflector, nice and smooth, as you can see there. And this thing's IPX8 rated, so that's water, meter deep up to an hour, so just 3 or 4 feet deep for an hour, well, closer to 3, is what it's spec'd at. I threw it in the bottom of a bucket. I don't have a meter to throw it down, and I actually left it down there for 3 hours. And when I took it out, it worked just fine. And I had it on the lowest setting at the time, and it just stayed on the whole time, and it works quite well. Oh, I've got to put the battery back in here. So let me put the battery back in. I'll do that off screen so you don't see the branding on the battery. Now it has polarity checks in here, so if you put it in the wrong way, you're not going to fry anything. It just won't turn on. So you take out the battery and put it in the other way. It's got thermal protection, so it won't overheat. It goes up to 55 degrees Celsius, and then it's going to knock down the current going to the light, and that means it's going to go a little dimmer. I had it on the highest mode one evening when I went for a walk, and it stayed at the brightest light, you know, for about 15 minutes. And it was a cooler day. It was like 5 degrees Celsius outside that day. That's, I don't know, what is that, 45? I don't know. The body of the flashlight's got the knurling on the tip part, on the middle of the body, and on the end. It makes it easy to grab and take it apart. It's got good O-rings there that seal it all up, and I can't see a lot of lube in there, but there's a little bit of lube in there that gives those O-rings a little bit of shine. And if you rub the O-ring with your fingers, some lubrication does come off, so that's a good thing. And the push button is recessed just a bit, as you can see right there. the caps right there. It can sit flat, but not very well. You've only got these short sections here for it to sit on, and then you really have to pull this lanyard over to the side if you want it not to get in the way. So it's not really for standing up. It doesn't have any magnetic holding it anywhere. Let's show you how it works. The push button, you press it in and the light comes on. You see that little bit of light on the palm of my hand right there, right there. And you can do just a touch to make it go higher instead of a full click. Just a little half press, and you can switch through them silently through the half press. And now you can see it's back to the lowest setting. You see the light right there. You can do full press, but that turns it off and on. And that's all that it does, back and forth. Let's go up to the second one. There you go. Off, on. And that's all you got. You got those settings and get through the brightest. Let's show you what that looks like outside. Okay, so we're outside now. That's the lowest setting. I'm about 3 feet above the ground right now. So next setting up, it's got 4 settings, which I've already shown you in the previous part of the video. Let's see if we can get this camera to focus a bit better. Well, whatever. That's the the second setting. It provides a fair bit of light. It's autumn, the leaves are changing. And the next one up, there you go. That's plenty of light. That's enough light to do just about anything that you want to do, but there's more, as they say. And of course, the camera in the cell phone adjusted very quickly, and it looks very much like the previous light did. But obviously, it can't be the same, and there's more light here than there was before by quite a shot. But as you can see, it's got a big circle. Let's see if I can go against the garage here so we can see the whole extent of it. Okay, let's measure this out. 3, 6, 9, so 3. I'm about 10 to 12 feet away from the garage right now. And let's go a little bit closer there. You can see my hand. And you can see the extent of the circle. It's quite wide. And that's about from the eaves trough to the window. So I'll easily be able to measure that later on. That's the radius of the light when I am this distance away. Now let's shine this up on my big elm tree. Look at that. Lots of light, plenty of light to see. The house. Go across the way, you can see down the end of the street. Across, you can see that building there. Plenty of light. So there you go. It's a simple, straightforward light. Very good price, robust, ships most places in the world. Some of you might be wondering why I'm still mentioning GearBest. They no longer ship knives to Canada, and that's largely because of Canadians demanding refunds because they wanted GearBest to pay for the knives that our border crossing agents, customs people have, confiscated. And I'm of the opinion that, it's not the store's fault for selling it. They do give you insurance for theft or for damage during shipping and stuff, but they don't give you insurance for your government taking them away from you. If I owned a company and I shipped stuff to other countries, I wouldn't be able to absorb the cost if, their country on the other side of the world decided to take their stuff away. When you think of it from that perspective of you being the store, it starts to make sense that, wait a minute, you can't just absorb all those costs when, the unit itself isn't lost. It's not missing. You know exactly where it is. No, the customer didn't get it, but, it's still there. So be that as it may right now, look at this thing. It's beautiful. I like this grayish blue kind of anodization. I dropped it a couple times, and actually I didn't scuff it up. Actually, there's a tiny little scuff right there where it hit something and made a little scratch. So the durability of the anodization is quite good. And like I said, all the protection's built in and very simple, straightforward. I like this light an awful lot because it's, a good standard size, 18650 battery, and it's simple. Just you turn it on and you've got 4 different options for the amount of light you want to use, and nothing fancy, nothing to get confused about. So if you're like me, you like things simple, this might be a choice for you. If you like things complex, check out my other flashlight videos, and some of them have all kinds of different options and features and bells and whistles. Today, the S2 Plus SST40 is what we're looking at. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And don't forget, it's a good idea to take a light with you, not just at night, but there's loads of occasions where it's good. I used a light just the other day in a store so I could see back behind stuff in a glass locked cabinet. You know, it's helpful little devices. Have a good one. Bye for now.